Everyone, hope you are doing well. I am Simran from the customer success team here at Recruiterflow, and I would like to welcome you all to today's webinar. Thank you all for taking the time to join us today. We really appreciate it. Today, we will discuss the new features that were launched over the last quarter and how they can help you streamline your recruitment process. Campaigns have been a key feature on Recruiterflow since the nascent stages of the software, and is a very popular tool amongst our users to send out automated emails to target candidates and contacts without the hassle of remembering when to follow up if there was no response. Building on this feature, after feedback from a lot of our users, we released an update where you can now schedule the campaign emails to go out on specific days, time windows in the day, and even time zones. This feature helps you to skip sending work-related emails on holidays or at odd timings throughout the day. To use this feature, you need to go over to the settings page and then go to campaign settings. Once you are on the campaign settings page, you will see the schedule tab right here, and you can create new schedules here. You can create different schedules for different time zones so that you're not limited to just one. And these schedules can be used for different campaigns, and each user can create their own schedules. As an example, here's a schedule that I've already created. You need to add a name at the top and then select the time zone that you're talking about. You can select the particular days on which you want to skip the campaign from don't run the campaign on. Here, I've selected 25th of December so that no emails are going out on Christmas. We also have a send on option where you can select the time window on the days on which you would like to send an email. Once you set this up, you can save the schedule from the bottom, and then you can go to your campaign page and you can add a campaign from here. Once you fill these details, you can set the schedule that you're referring to right here. Moving on to another important update had on our custom fields. We got a lot of feedback from our users who mentioned that they would like to have a field that allows them to add a subfield. We heard you and launched the parent-child custom field. An example could be, let's say that you want to mark candidates on the basis of location, that is the continent and the country they live in. You can now create a parent and child field for that. To set this up, all you have to do is go to settings and then go to custom fields. I am currently referring to a candidate custom field that I've already created, that is continent and country. You set the name up and then set the field type as parent and child. Set the continent names as the parent and the countries as the child name. You can then go to a candidate's profile, scroll down, go to the custom fields and fill this up. To protect your primary domain. And that is why Recruiterflow now offers functionality to utilize alias emails, which can serve as an alternative email address that can be added to your account. Aliases can help you to reach out to more candidates and contacts at scale without affecting your primary domain reputation. You can use an alias email to send emails via a profile, for bulk emails, campaigns, and recipes. To set an alias up, you have to go to settings and then go to profile. Under profile, you can add your alias right here. Once you fill in these details and save it, you can click on this plug icon to enable your email permissions for this email. And then if you go to a profile, you would get the option to choose between your multiple alias emails. few vital things to remember in regards of aliases. You will not be able to log in with this email address, but you can use it to send campaigns, recipes, or emails. And these emails would not get billed as long as they're added as an alias. If you have added an alias as a full license under users, please ensure that you mark them as alias under the profile. Starting from 1st of December, the email addresses that you might be using just for emailing will get billed if they're not marked as alias. One alias can only be connected to one user. However, admins have access to all your aliases. Moving on to another important update, and that is Disqualification Reason Archive. Recruiterflow allows you to create multiple reasons for disqualification reason. These reasons can be used to understand broadly why candidates were rejected from a job. This feature can also become cumbersome very quickly if you work in large teams. With the new update on disqualification reasons, you can now archive a reason that you may no longer actively use. By archiving a reason, you will be able to see the historic data and reports, but it would no longer come up as a live option when you're disqualifying a candidate. To archive a reason, all you have to do is go to settings and then go to job settings. And then you can go to the disqualification reason and select this little icon right here to archive that reason. A few months ago, we launched custom activities. These were activities that can't be logged by users manually. These were activities that can be logged by users manually to keep a track of any change or update done on any profile that the software could not log by itself. For example, if you would like to track the messages that you've sent or received from a contact on LinkedIn, that can be created as a custom activity and then logged in by the recruiter. You could also add your notes here. The latest update to this feature is that you can now also associate it with the company name or other entities. So for example, this is a contact, and if I log an activity here, I can also associate it with the company. Once I save this, and if I go to the company's profile, the activity is also shown as logged here. This is one of the most asked for features, and yes, I am talking about the auto call logging. Recruiterflow allows you to make calls right from the ATS with the integrations available from RingCentral or Twilio. Earlier, we had the option to log a call manually by going to a profile and then going to the call tab, where you could select the date, start time, call outcome, and also write your call notes before you log it. Now, you can choose to log calls automatically. To set this up, all you have to do is go to settings and then go to integrations. You can select your integration right here and then check this box which says enable auto call login. How this works is that as long as the call was connected, which means the call was picked by the candidate or contact, it would show up as connected on the candidate or contact's profile under this section, and then you can edit the call and write your call notes. Let's talk about Recruiterflow and LinkedIn integration. You can now also promote your jobs to LinkedIn Recruiter as paid LinkedIn postings. To set this up, all you have to do is go to settings and then go to general settings. where you can put in your company's LinkedIn ID. Once you set this up, you can then go to integrations and then go to LinkedIn paid job postings. You can connect your LinkedIn recruiter and select the relevant contract. Once you've set this up, you can go to the jobs page, create or edit a job, and then go to the promote section of that job. Click on this pencil icon, fill this up, and click on this to enable the LinkedIn paid posting. It takes 24 to 48 hours for the job to go live after it is promoted from Recruiterflow, and in case this feature is not enabled for you, you can always reach out to us or our support team to get it enabled. During the last quarter, we also launched one of the most asked for reports, and yes, I am talking disqualification report. You can go to the reporting page and then go to disqualification to fetch this report. This report can be very helpful to get the data by group, and you can group this data for disqualification, and you can group this data on the basis of job recruiter, jobs, lead owner added by job recruiter, or it can be also very helpful to see how many candidates were disqualified from which stage. If this is a report that you frequently use, you can also save your reports from here, and they would show up under the saved reports. So you no longer have to apply the same filters over and over. Recently, we launched a native integration DocuSign. This integration reduced a number of steps that earlier, when done via Zapier, were very crucial. The native integration allows you to connect DocuSign directly to Recruiterflow from settings and integrations. So you can go to settings and then go to integrations and connect your DocuSign account right here. Once you have signed into your account and connected it with Recruiterflow, you can choose to send details of a particular profile to DocuSign to create a document with specific profile details and send the letter to be signed. In order for this to work, you will first need to create a template on DocuSign. So you go to templates right here and create a template where you can add dynamic fields to be a part of the contract. These fields can be picked up from Recruiterflow, and as of now, the fields are signature, name, test, number, and note. Once you set your template up on DocuSign, you can then go to Recruiterflow and go to a candidate or contact's profile. Click on these three buttons and then click on Send DocuSign Envelope. Once you click on this, you will see the option to select the template. Once you select your template, it would allow you to add recipients, where you can also select the receiver's role, and you can also select, also type in the email address to send the document to the person who has to sign it. You can also set up an email here, or if it is dynamic, and just in case if it is an email that is set for every user, then you can just use and set it up under the DocuSign template. We have a new and upgraded dashboard that you can now custom very quickly. First, we have an overview section. This section has different cards that you can select, and you can also select the time frame for which you want to see the data. For example, if you click on these three dots, you can edit this particular overview. And you can select the date or date range you'd like to see the data for. Once you have your time frame selected, the card will show you how many new jobs that were created within this month. And this red, and you would also see something in red right here, which will show you the data for the previous month for the same exact time range. You can also add move to stage here, which basically gives you the data similar to the stage movement breakdown report, which shows you how many candidates moved across a different across a stage in a specific time frame. And you can save this and customize your view. Submissions, client interviews, offers, and hires are also based on the categories. And if you would like to customize this further, you can also choose the you can also add more move to stages right here. This customized overview is only visible to the user who created it and cannot be shared with other users. This view right here gives you the data for all the live candidates, and you can also group it on the basis of stage, category, job, user, team, manager. And you can also add additional filters right here and customize your view. Then we also have all the recent activities that are being performed on the candidate's profile right here. And if you add a card, you can also select the activities that you'd like to see. For your time, everybody, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.